There's no blueprint to the past. When we find something left behind by our ancient ancestors, our understanding of it is based on a combination of study, historical context, and guesswork. Wherever there's guesswork, there's also mystery, and we all love a good mystery. With that in mind, we hope you love the incredible and mysterious finds in this video. Recent aerial surveys have unveiled astonishing 2,500-year-old garden cities within the Amazon rainforest, challenging the long-held belief that the region was untouched by complex societies before the 15th century. Published in Science magazine, this groundbreaking study details an extensive urban network along Ecuador's Upano River, marking the oldest and largest such discovery in Amazonia. Contrary to the historical narrative of sparse indigenous populations, these findings suggest that the Amazon was once bustling with advanced settlements. Archaeologists have identified over 6,000 rectangular platforms, roughly 66 feet long and 33 feet wide, constructed around plazas, indicating sophisticated urban planning. These structures, believed to be homes and ceremonial sites, were connected by a network of straight roads and canals, showcasing remarkable engineering skills. The discovery, made possible by LiDAR technology, provides compelling evidence of complex urban societies in the Amazon, inhabited for up to 1,000 years. This revelation not only sheds light on the ingenuity of ancient Amazonians, but also prompts a re-evaluation of our understanding of pre-Columbian history in the region, revealing a civilization that thrived in harmony with one of the world's most biodiverse environments. American researchers have made an exciting discovery in Spello, Italy, unearthing what is believed to be an imperial cult temple from the 4th century. This find, announced by Douglas Boyne of St. Louis University, sheds light on the Roman Empire's complex transition from paganism to Christianity under Emperor Constantine, the first Christian Roman emperor. The temple, discovered in the hilltop town over 70 miles north of Rome, offers evidence of a society that was far more multicultural and religiously diverse than previously understood. The structure's discovery was propelled by an 18th century rescript from Constantine, which hinted at Spello's intriguing past. This document allowed the townspeople to celebrate a religious festival, provided they erected a temple dedicated to Constantine's divine ancestors. The temple's remnants, including 3 ancient walls, represent a significant find, suggesting a blend of traditional Roman and emerging Christian practices. This challenges the notion that cultural shifts during this period were abrupt and one-sided. This temple is not only the largest evidence of the imperial cult in 4th century Italy, but also symbolizes the religious continuity from the Roman to the early Christian world. The find is set to redefine our understanding of this pivotal historical period, demonstrating that cultural changes are often gradual and multifaceted. The Cerne Abbas giant, a 180-foot-tall chalk figure in Dorset's English countryside, has intrigued historians and tourists alike with its bold depiction of a nude man, traditionally wielding a club and sporting a conspicuous erection. For centuries, the origins of this figure have sparked debates, with theories ranging from an ancient fertility symbol to a caricature of Oliver Cromwell. However, recent research presents a compelling case that this giant may actually represent the classical hero Hercules, positioned as a landmark to unite West Saxon armies against Viking invaders. This new perspective, offered by historians in a study published in Speculum, suggests the giant dates back to between 700 and 1100, linking it to early medieval times rather than pagan antiquity. The researchers argue that the figure's attributes, such as the club and nudity, align with traditional depictions of Hercules, a symbol of strength and masculinity that persisted into the Middle Ages. Additionally, they propose that the giant's location served as a strategic rallying point for local armies. Interestingly, the narrative around the giant may have been altered by local monks to promote Saint Eadwald, reflecting a shift from pagan to Christian symbolism and possibly influencing local monastic claims. Napier's bones, a fascinating calculating tool from the 17th century, was devised by John Napier of Merchiston, Scotland, to simplify multiplication and division. This manual device, also known for its role in extracting square roots, comprises a set of rods originally made from materials like metal, wood, or ivory. Each rod, marked with multiplication tables, transforms complex arithmetic into simpler addition and subtraction tasks. The concept, rooted in lattice multiplication, allows calculations of products, quotients, and even square roots without relying on traditional logarithms. The unique system uses rods engraved with a sequence of numbers derived from multiplication tables. By arranging these rods on a baseboard, users can perform calculations involving large numbers by merely reading off results and performing minimal addition. This invention significantly reduced the effort needed for large-scale computations, proving especially useful before the advent of the digital calculator. Advanced versions were made from materials like plastic or cardboard, and innovations like rotating cylinders for numbers expanded its usability. Intriguingly, despite originating in a largely Christian Britain, the device reflects a continued fascination with classical figures like Hercules, showcasing the blend of cultural influences during the early Middle Ages. A remarkable Roman sculpture dating back to the late 1st or early 2nd century AD has been unearthed in Tainham, Kent in England, just over a foot below the surface near the busy A2 road. The sculpture portrays Triton, the son of Neptune in Roman mythology, who's depicted as a merman riding a sea monster. The Canterbury Archaeological Trust made the discovery during exploratory archaeological work ahead of a planned new housing development. Perhaps we shouldn't be surprised that Roman artifacts have been found here, though. The A2 itself follows the original Roman Watling Street, connecting the ports of Richborough and Dover with London. The sculpture is in excellent condition, despite missing a part that likely represented Triton's conch shell. It measures approximately 30 inches tall and wide and weighs over 132 pounds. The artifact was found in what appears to be a disused clay-lined water tank, suggesting it may have been part of a ritual. The site also reveals the remains of a mausoleum and several burials, indicating it was a high-status funerary site. The sculpture is now undergoing initial conservation work. Archaeologists have made a groundbreaking discovery in Mexico City's Chapultepec forest, uncovering a series of ancient, cone-shaped tombs that date back over 3,000 years. This significant find, revealed during construction work for a new cable car line, provides intriguing insights into the region's pre-Hispanic era. Chapultepec Forest, known for its historical significance and as a former recreational site for Aztec rulers, has proven once again to be a treasure trove of the past, with these tombs suggesting the presence of an early village from the early Middle pre-Classic periods. The unearthed tombs, described as inverted cone or bottle shapes, add a new dimension to our understanding of the area's ancient inhabitants and their burial traditions. Inside these unique resting places, archaeologists found the remains of 5 individuals, mostly young adults, alongside various artifacts, including deer antler tools, effigy vessels, and figurines, hinting at complex social practices and beliefs surrounding death and the afterlife. The design of the tombs, possibly symbolizing the return to Mother Earth, reflects the deep cultural and ritualistic significance attributed to death in early Mesoamerican societies. This discovery not only sheds light on the architectural and ceremonial customs of ancient Mexico, but also enriches our comprehension of the cultural and social intricacies of pre-classic Mesoamerican life. Archaeologists digging into the Artemis Amaricea sanctuary in Amarinthos, Euboea, have unearthed remarkable details of an ancient temple, shedding light on rituals dating back to 700 BCE. This temple, stretching over 100 feet, features an unusual apsidal design, deviating from typical architectural norms of its era. It served as a vibrant center of worship dedicated to Artemis, the goddess of the hunt and nature, evidenced by the discovery of hearths and altars used for animal sacrifices. The presence of ash and calcined bones on site corroborates the practice of burning offerings, a tribute to the deity. Intriguingly, the site revealed a wealth of artifacts, such as jewelry, tools, pots, and an exquisite ivory sculpture with Egyptian traits, indicating a wide-reaching cultural exchange. The temple's history is marked by destruction and reconstruction, beginning with a modest structure that was eventually replaced by a grander edifice around 500 BCE. Excavations have also unearthed older layers, with items dating back to the Bronze Age, suggesting continuous human activity and reverence for Artemis spanning thousands of years. These discoveries, alongside historical documents, highlight the significance of Amarinthos and its temple, offering a vivid glimpse into the religious and cultural practices of ancient Greece. Over to the UK now, where archaeologists have uncovered remnants of what is believed to be a 2,000-year-old Roman structure, likely a pier, connecting the historical landscapes of England and Wales. Discovered in Chepstow, alongside the River Wye, this ancient crossing sits near the famous 950-year-old Norman castle. The excavation, prompted by an extreme low tide event, revealed well-preserved upright timbers that might have once supported a vital link between the two territories. This find not only highlights the region's rich past, but also its significance as a long-standing route, predating existing bridges in Monmouth and Chepstow. The team from the Chepstow Archaeological Society, aided by the Severn Area Rescue Association, embarked on this muddy archaeological adventure, revealing substantial timbers and intricate joins indicative of Roman craftsmanship. This discovery, once partially unearthed in 1911 but then lost to time and mud, now resurfaces, offering a glimpse into the area's extensive historical tapestry. From prehistoric settlements through Roman fortifications to its Norman conquest, Chepstow's strategic importance as a crossing and stronghold is further cemented by this fascinating find, awaiting confirmation from dendrochronological and carbon-14 dating to determine its exact era. Researchers may have unveiled significant findings from the Gua Sira Cave in Sarawak, Malaysia, revealing charcoal cave drawings created by the Bidayu, a local indigenous community. These sketches, dating back to between 1670 and 1830, depict daily activities, such as hunting and dancing, alongside images of conflict, indicating a turbulent period in the region's history. This era was marked by rising tensions and violence, particularly as Malay elites imposed severe demands on the indigenous hill tribes, including the Bidayu. Radiocarbon dating of two figures from the cave drawings has connected them directly to this era of increased regional conflict. One figure, armed with parang alang swords, dates back to the late 17th to the early 18th century, while another, wielding a pandat, dates to the late 18th to early 19th century. These findings, aligned with oral histories from the Bidayu people recalling their ancestors' refuge in the cave from territorial violence, offer a poignant visual archive of local history. The drawings not only serve as a testament to the community's resilience and resistance, but also provide a unique insight into the colonial-era conflicts in Borneo, blending archaeology with indigenous narratives to deepen our understanding of the past. In a remarkable archaeological discovery that occurred in June 2023, non-figurative engravings dating back 57,000 years have been found in the La Roche-Cotard cave in France, believed to be the handiwork of Neanderthals. This cave, located in the commune of Langeais, was first discovered in 1912 and is known for the Mask of La Roche-Cotard, also a possible Neanderthal creation. The cave structure includes a narrow gallery, a 33-foot-long tunnel, and 3 wider chambers. The recent discovery of engravings interpreted as finger flutings marks a significant addition to our understanding of Neanderthal culture, which remains largely mysterious, particularly in terms of symbolic or artistic expression. The researchers used photogrammetry to create 3D models of these markings and compared them with known human markings. The engravings' deliberate and organized nature suggests they were intentionally created. Sediment dating indicates the cave was sealed off around 57,000 years ago, before Homo sapiens arrived in the region. The presence of only Mousterian tools associated with Neanderthals is further strong evidence that supports the theory that Neanderthals made these engravings. The engravings' purpose remains unclear, but they contribute to the growing evidence of Neanderthal complexity. In the tranquil village of Amanbaev in Kyrgyzstan, a trio of brothers and their friend recently unearthed a medieval marvel, a saber sword that has been aptly named the Kyrgyzstan saber. This 12th century weapon, with its gracefully curved blade, showcases the pinnacle of medieval craftsmanship. The saber measures about 36 inches in total length, with a blade stretching to approximately 30 inches. Alongside the saber, the excavation also revealed a smelting vessel, coins, and a dagger, painting a vivid picture of a once thriving workshop. The saber's design suggests Iranian origins, and its curvature is akin to the famed Kashmir sabers of the Indo-Iranian region. Although the saber is the star discovery, the coins also piqued the interest of archaeologists. One of them featured Arabic inscriptions on both sides, and is thought to have been minted within the Karakhanid state during the 11th century. For it to be in Kyrgyzstan suggests that the borders of these Arab states might have changed during that or the following century, as these particular coins weren't previously thought to have been circulated or used as currency in Kyrgyzstan. During renovation work at the University of Wrocław's Historical Institute, archaeologists have unearthed what is believed to be the remnants of a 14th century synagogue, potentially one of the largest of its kind in Central Europe. Situated on Szwójska Street in Wrocław, Poland, the discovery was initially surprising as the location was anticipated to be that of typical burgher houses. Instead, the extensive brick walls found under the plaster hinted at a significant historical find. The site, which has been under study since 2021, was previously home to a palace for the Piast dynasty from the 15th to the 17th century, and now evidence suggests it may have integrated the walls of this medieval synagogue. This revelation is particularly notable, as it could represent one of the oldest brick synagogues in Poland, a significant addition to the architectural history of Central and Eastern European Jewish communities. The ongoing research aims to confirm whether these remains indeed belong to the synagogue of Wrocław's first Jewish community, dating back to a time when the city was a key trade hub along the Amber Road. The historical significance of this find is compounded by Wrocław's rich Jewish heritage and the tragic destruction of its largest synagogue during the Kristallnacht pogrom of 1938. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and enjoy watching new videos on my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you soon!